A monster fish has found its way to Chicago. Dozens of Arapaima were confiscated at O Hare. They aren't native to North America and didn't have the proper permits to be here.
Many died, but as Elizabeth Matthews reports, a number of these rare fish survived thanks to the hard work of the veterinarian staff at the Shedd Aquarium.
The fish are only a few months old and have already traveled the world. They came here to the Shedd Aquarium only about 3 to 4 inches long, but eventually could be this big. Not exactly something you'd like to run across when out for a dip.
I was thinking it might have been on one of those river monster shows.
And that's exactly where you may have seen them. The host of River Monsters is seen here trying to reel in the several hundred-pound fish in the Amazon basin, finally able to wrestle it into submission.
Arapaima on a fly. This thing.
These fish normally grow 10 to 15 feet long, weigh 300 to 400 pounds, and can live for 50 years. So why would you want to ship these across the world?
There's kind of a collector's market for these guys. They do get quite big. They're pretty rare.
In August, U.S. Fish and Wildlife confiscated a shipment of 102 Arapaima from Colombia because they didn't come with the right permits. Officials brought them to the Shedd Aquarium, where 3 adult Arapaima already call home.
The Arapaima has been a very primitive fish. It's been around for 40 million years or so. It has a bony tongue. It just means it has a plate in its mouth that it uses to eat with.
Senior Director of Fishes George Parsons says only half of the shipment survived the illegal trafficking. At the time, only 3 to 4 inches long, 5 to 6 of them to a bag. He says this is not the first illegal trade items they've received. Just this year, they were given coral and other fish like Atlantic sturgeon. But most bizarre of all,
we got a call from medicinal leeches from Europe if somebody wanted to bring those in, but it ended up that they were actually the right species on the right paperwork, so that would have been a weird one.
Parsons says you can have this fish in your home if you dare. You just need the right papers, a big enough tank, and to go through the proper channels. They hope to add the recently confiscated fish to this display, hopefully by the end of January. Back to you in the studio.
Now the